So I'd been making a few posts in the community tab about a predicament with my window and a lot of bees. Basically, bees were getting into my room through my window somehow. At least it seemed they were coming from there because they always just randomly appeared near the window. But yeah, winter was close, so I didn't want to let bees who had gotten in just to stick around. They could make a nest in our house when I'm not around, so I hate killing bugs. I hate looking at them and touching them, so yeah, killing them is 10 times worse. I hate the idea of killing anything, let alone bees that are just vibing. It wasn't just bees, though. Wasps and hornets were getting in. The bees started getting bigger, and I was like, why are they getting bigger? And yeah, the bees had friends. So many friends. And we thought we saw a small nest forming in my closet, so we got rid of it. We didn't see any bees in it, though a few were found in the closet. Not enough that the nest was concerning. It was really small, like they'd just started. So at this point, I would just have to get up and kill bees every day for like 2 weeks. I know that's not bad compared to a serious bee or wasp infestation. Infestation? Compared to a serious bee or wasp infestation, but it was a lot for someone who hates killing bugs and is terrified of getting near them. And guess what? A bee had found its way into my bed early in the morning and was crawling on my back. I brushed it off, but not before it stung me right in the middle of my back. I panicked and grabbed the little brat in a rag and chucked him outside. If it was a bee, he was probably going to die anyway, and if it was a wasp, then screw him. Actually screw him. This was already a tipping point for me. I started to become numb to killing them. It was like 10 each day, every day, which is a lot when you're trying to draw or write. And if you misplace one and when you're not there, it can hide somewhere and stab you in the night. Also, nightmare scenario. Apparently, quite a few had burrowed into my clothes. The clothes hanging in the closet. They were just hiding in between the tightly packed shirts hanging up. I think they were dead or hibernating or something because they weren't moving when we had to pluck them out, but still. Like, they were just in there, and it was scary having to pick them out. So eventually, once it started getting colder, they stopped coming so we could start the cleanup part of this horrible mission. By cleaning up, I mean like vacuuming all the dead bees off my ground, the bee graveyard that had collected on my floor under the coffee table next to the window. There were so many bees down there. You can barely tell because they blended with the carpet, but there was a lot. I've cleaned them up since then, but it took me a while because it's easy to forget that they're there, and I didn't want to touch them because I'm scared of touching them, even if they're dead. I just don't like touching bugs. And honestly, the fact that they're dead is even scarier because that's a dead thing that I killed that I have to dispose of. Yeah, it's not a human, but still. So yeah, eventually, after a bunch of time of just freaking out about it and avoiding it, I got the vacuum. And I used the tube thing to suck them up and get. And when I did it, I got scared because when you suck them up, they were already dead for a long time, so they're dry. So you hear it clunking up the tube and making crunch noises going up. Because God. Because some of them were big hornets. Some of them were huge, so they make a noise going up. And that I could still hear the sound at night sometimes. It was horrible. Eventually, I had to have my dad get the rest because they were stuck. I couldn't get them out of the carpet. And I had to listen to music. I had to listen to music while I was vacuuming them up because I didn't want to hear the sounds. But yeah, I eventually got them up, and my house actually looks like it wasn't invaded by bees, which is nice. But guess what? It's gonna be spring soon. It's getting warmer. I think it's probably going to snow sometime, but it will be getting warmer. It's almost spring. And we stopped spraying the heck out of the nest in the back because we thought we'd got it, and it was getting colder anyway, so the bees weren't going to be coming out anymore. But if we didn't actually kill all the bees, they're going to come out. They're going to come out in the spring, and they're going to come for me. Like you don't understand, I'm going to die. They're gonna come for me through the window, and they're all gonna ambush me, and I'm gonna die. I didn't know if I was allergic to bees when I got stung the first time. That could have been dangerous. And I'm sure getting stung by multiple is bad. Alright, listen, I know I'm being paranoid. I know, I'm just scared. And they probably won't even come back. Like, they might not get in like they were last time. Last time was probably just because there was a nest on our house, like right in the back. So I am hoping that they don't come back, at least not as crazy as they did last year. And I'm gonna hold on to that hope as hard as I can. But you know what? At least the good thing is if it happens again, I'm prepared for it. I can deal with it, I can handle it. But honestly, if it happens again, we might just get an exterminator. Because I don't know if I want to do it again. I don't know if I should have to put up with that. It's hard when you're renting because, like, it's hard to, like, take care of things in your house without the consent of the office, you know? The people that you are paying to keep your house. So we got to figure out if either if we can do that or if we should do that because it's probably expensive, but whatever. Basically, I was in bee hell. And I might be sucked right back into it again this spring. So yeah, I don't know, pray for me or something.